As I restart this channel, it occurred to me that what I really should have started with is a discussion of what darktable is and what it isn't. So that's what we're going to do right now. Let's go. Hi and welcome to episode 160 of Understanding Darktable. If you're new here, welcome. I think you're going to love it. If you're an Adobe refugee, I don't blame you. That was me about 8 years ago. So what exactly is Darktable? It's a free, open source, non-destructive photo editor. It's a raw development engine. And for those of you who have come from the world of Adobe, think of it as something akin to Adobe Camera Raw, but it is also very adept at editing JPEGs. It's a fantastic library management tool. You can add star ratings, color labels, keywords, and a whole range of other metadata to your images. All of this can then be searched to easily locate an image. You can build complex search queries, which can then be saved as collections. You can read all the metadata associated with an image. Okay, so that's what Darktable is. What is it not? It's not GIMP, it's not Potato Shop, it's not Affinity Photo. It's not designed for multi-layer photo editing. Now, you will notice I've got an asterisk there. That's because the composite module does allow very basic image-on-image editing, but it's not quite the same as what you would get from any of the three aforementioned pieces of software. There is no save button. You cannot overwrite an image, either intentionally or unintentionally. Okay, so we've looked at what it is and what it isn't. What's the basic workflow? You import your images, either from a folder on disk that you've already got images in, or from your memory card. You add metadata if you want to. That's not compulsory. You edit your image, exposure, contrast, color grading, noise reduction, spot removal, lens correction, you name it. You then export the edited image as a new image file. You can always go back to your source image and create a new edit with different settings without ever losing the original data. And you can create multiple edits and have them all available to you at call. So in summary, Darktable really should be your one-stop shop for photo editing. If you need multi-layer compositing, then absolutely. Go and use Potato Shop or GIMP or Affinity Photo or whatever other piece of software you like, because there are limitations to what you can do in that respect in Darktable. And a side note, Darktable as a name is always written lowercase unless it starts a sentence. That's from the FAQ on darktable.org. All right, guys. I will leave it there. Hopefully that's been a great crash course on what to expect from Darktable. Questions, comments, sing out down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.